Let's get it. Yo! It's your boy J-Rod back with another NFL Pick'ems. We got the Week 9 NFL pick predictions, and we got the same special guests as the past 2 weeks. Introduce yourselves once again.
Yo.
What up? What up?
So, this video is coming out a little bit later. We all picked the Colts, and, you know, it's like, come on. We were going to pick the Colts regardless. Like, come on, you know. As nasty as, what's his name there, as Mike White is, even though he got injured. All right, so, where are we starting out here? All right, yeah, so let's start with the Pats facing off against the Panthers. Let's have Shazy tip us off with this one.
All right, so last week got that pick right with the Patriots. They prevailed, and I think they're going to make it 3 in a row here against the Panthers. They're good on the road. They're 3-0 on the road, and I think they'll make it 4-0 on the road. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Panthers here on this pick.
Okay.
I mean the Patriots.
I'm going to go with the Patriots as well. If the Panthers had McCaffrey and what's the quarterback's name again? Donald?
Yeah.
If he was in, maybe I'd go with the Panthers, but Patriots in this one.
All right. Yeah, I'm going with the Patriots too. This is going to be a pretty low-scoring defensive game. I just trust Bill Belichick's head coaching more than Matt Rule's. I think they're going to be a lot more efficient on offense and take care of the football. So I feel like the Patriots are a pretty good pick there. And then we got the Browns facing off the Bengals. Probably the hardest pick of the week in my prediction, even with all the stuff going on with Odell. I'm leaning towards the Bengals, though. Like, I know they had that rough loss against the Jets, but I think they come here, they bounce back. And I think, guys like Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins, they're going to be able to get some action going against this pretty injured Browns defense. But the Browns could definitely win this game if they just, get controlled in the run game and burn down the clock. So it's definitely a tough pick, but I'm going to lean towards the Bengals.
Yeah, I was going to go with the Bengals this week, especially after the Odell thing. But I'm going to go with the Browns because I feel like they can come out on the road, hopefully get the win. Hopefully, the Bengals have been playing good, but I want to be a little different and trust the Browns this week. Hopefully, Baker can come out. Is he playing?
Yeah.
Baker's still questionable? Yeah. Hopefully, Baker can come out and have a good game. So I'm going with the Browns.
Yeah, this is definitely a hard game looking at this matchup, but I'm going to go with the Bengals. I just think last week was just a total unexpected loss for them, and they have to come out like angry. They have to win this game for people to still take them seriously. In my opinion, yeah, they have 5 wins, but if they lose back-to-back weeks, people are going to start losing some faith in the Bengals and say, "Oh, they just had a hot streak." So I think if they really want to still be contenders, they have to win this week, and I think Joe Burrow will get the win against a pretty I don't know what's going on with the Browns. They dropped Odell, a lot of injuries, so we don't know what we're going to see out of the Browns this week. But I'm going to go with the Bengals.
All right. So Ken's the lone rider. Yeah, I did not expect the Browns to drop Odell just based off the fact, I don't know, I feel like you could have at least gotten some value from him, and then now you just wait till after the trade deadline, drop him, and get nothing in return. So weird stuff that's going on over there in Cleveland, but yeah, we'll see what happens. And then we got the Broncos facing off against the Cowboys. This pick I didn't really have to think too much about. I like the Cowboys. Dak Prescott back at quarterback. Broncos offense is just, it seems like it doesn't matter what defense the Broncos play against, they're not going to get much going on offense. And then Von Miller's not going to be playing either. Bryce Callahan at cornerback, so they just got some injuries. Going with the Cowboys here.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree. I'm also with the Cowboys on this one. Like Shazy says, the Broncos are a phony, fake team, but I think they're decent. But the Cowboys have been playing good this year, especially with Dak coming back. And Zeke hasn't had his best year, but maybe he's due for a big one this week. Cowboys on this one.
Yep, I'm going to go with the Cowboys. Don't really need to explain.
All right. Let me click it, man. This thing's being stupid, bro. All right. And then we got the Texans facing off against the Dolphins. Two absolute garbage dumpster teams, both 1-7. Haven't won a game. Dolphins haven't won a game at home, and the Texans haven't won a game on the road. I do like the Dolphins here. You know, I think out of the two teams, the Dolphins are the better team. At the beginning of the season, I did predict the Dolphins to be a lot better than they are now. Well, maybe not a lot better, but better than they are now. I just think on the defensive side of the ball, they'll cause some problems. No matter who's the quarterback for the Texans, whether it's Tyrod Taylor or Davis Mills. And I think Tuya has a day.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree. The Dolphins are gonna win this game. I think Tua is just, there's a lot of stuff going around their locker room, like who's the quarterback. But they just reclarified that Tua's the guy. He's thrown a couple really bad picks, but other than that, nothing different than the few passes he's made. But I just think if there's a game for him to build his confidence, it's against these Texan defense, and I think the Dolphins will get a win here on Sunday.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna go with the Dolphins on this one. They're gonna get their first win of the week at home. Our first home win all year because they're 0-3. The Texans are 0-4 against on the way away. Dolphins on this one.
All right. And then we got the Falcons facing off against the Saints. Saints, it looks like they're going to be starting Trevor Seaman at quarterback. And, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, he looked pretty good against the Bucs, but it's a lot different going into a game when you're the starting quarterback. Falcons defense does look a lot better. I am worried about the Falcons offense, though, because, they're an offense that could either drop, 30 or 40 points, or they can just drop, 10 or 15, And a lot of that's based off when they're playing good defenses. The Saints are a good defense. I'm still going to go with the Falcons here. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game, but the Falcons could just get that final drive where Matt Ryan can, okay. It's a little bit much saying, to trust the Falcons to snap a close win, but I think when it comes down to just overall experience and stuff like that, I think Matt Ryan's got that over Trevor Seaman. Alvin Kamara can come out here and have himself a day, but even then, I still like the Falcons.
Yeah, I think they're gonna. I'm gonna go with the Saints here on this pick. I just don't have a lot of faith in the Falcons. Calvin Ridley isn't playing. The defense has never played that well, and Trevor Siemian. If I remember correctly, he used to be the former starter for the Broncos way back when. I don't know how long ago that was. That's just my memory. But he's started before, and even if he isn't all that, they have Alvin Kamara, they're gonna just force the rock to him, and he's an NFL quarterback. They'll get the job done to the best of his ability. But I still think the Saints overall have less problems to worry about than the Falcons do. So that's why I'm going to go with the Saints.
Yeah, I'm going to be different. I'm going with the Falcons on this one.
Hey,
I'm going to trust Matt Ryan.
Join me.
I'm going to trust Matt Ryan on this one. Trevor Siemian. Who? What? I'll take Daniel Jones over Trevor Siemian. Anyways, Kyle Pitts is going to have a good game this week. He's due for one. Matt Ryan. One season wonder in Shazy's eyes, but, he's going to come out and win this one. It's okay. He's going to back me. He's going to prove Shazy wrong this week.
Matt Ryan is the absolute one-hit wonder.
He's all right. He's all right. He's still all right.
Matty Ice, the one-hit wonder.
Yeah. The thing with Calvin Ridley, the Falcons have had games where they played without Calvin Ridley and still have looked pretty good. So, my hope is just that, Kyle Pitts and Cordero Patterson get it going. But,
that's it.
Yeah, we'll have to see. It's definitely going to be a good one for sure. And then we got the Raiders facing off against the Giants. Giants at home. The Raiders are a favorite, though. I like the Giants here, actually. Ken, I'm on their side, man. I like the Giants here. I'm a little bit worried about the Giants' offense with their play calling, Daniel Jones at quarterback and stuff like that. But I think as long as the Giants put pressure on Derek Carr, then it's going to be a whole different ball game because the Raiders' offense is not the same when Derek Carr is put under pressure. So yeah, it's the direction I'm going there.
You know, don't get me hyped. We're winning this week. We are winning this week, home, and the Raiders are dealing with their whole, the whole issue.
Yep, Bill.
Henry Ruggs, the whole thing. Giants, if their defense can show out like last year against this Raiders team, I think they can win. The offense has been shaky. Saquon's still out. Shepard's out. I think Tony's still questionable, but if they can come out, Dane Jones can just come out and have a good game, a decent game, and the defense can come out and have a good game. Giants come out with a win on this one.
Yeah, this pick honestly made me think, and but I'm gonna go with the Raiders. When John Gruden got fired, or he got whatever he did, left. We all thought, hey, maybe it might be a hard week for them. I still went with the Raiders then, and they won. They came out with a good win. Yeah, there's some drama in the locker room again this week. But I think to any team to face this week with all the drama in the locker room, it's the Giants.
There's the Lions, there's the Texans, there's the Dolphins that are a lot worse than us.
And then the Giants are right behind them.
No, we're not the worst 2-6 team out there.
And then, I'm going to go with the Raiders. I think they showed earlier with John Gruden's situation that dramas that could affect their craft, and I think they'll do it again this week.
Just a Giants hater. Doesn't believe.
Another reason why I went towards the Giants too was because, I think the Raiders coming off a bye week actually hurt them more than anything because they were on a 2-game win streak. When you got that momentum going forward, especially with all the distractions going on, that's typically a good thing, I feel like. But now that you have that bye week, a lot of those things settle in more and stuff like that. So I think the Giants, each week they are getting better. They had a good game against the Chiefs, even though they lost. But that should be another good game.
They had a really good game last week.
Yeah.
I'm saying, if they play like that, if their defense comes out like that, even though the Chiefs have been rough, I really think they can win this game. That would be in all seriousness.
Yeah, we just don't know what kind of Giants team we're going to get, though. Sometimes they're looking like how they're playing.
We've had a decent year. I don't want to put a lot of time on the Giants, but we've had a decent year. There's a couple close games in there. Besides that Cowboys loss and the Rams loss, all the games have been within one possession.
Yeah, it's kind of a waste to talk about the Giants. They're not doing anything else this year, so we'll move on. We got the Bills facing off against the Jags. I'm going with the Bills here. We all got the Bills, right?
I thought you were going to say
No, I don't. What do you mean? I got the No, I'm kidding. Bills.
I honestly thought you were going to say Jags.
Me too.
Yeah, we're all going Bills.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence,
No.
Okay. And then we got the Vikings against the Ravens. All right. Man, this was a tough one to pick because, matchup-wise, this is such a good matchup for both teams. I'm always a big fan of picking the matchup.
It's a 1 o'clock game, too. Wow.
Yeah, it's a weird one. The Ravens on offense, you're going against a Vikings secondary that you could definitely be able to throw on, so I think Lamar could be successful there. But then you look at the Vikings offense, and, they got guys like Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson. And the Ravens play a lot of blitz and man coverage. So I think, guys like Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson will be able to absolutely feast in that. Could the Ravens switch up their game plan and go a little bit more zone? I don't know. I don't see it. But I'm still going to go with the Ravens. I know I made it sound like I was going with the Vikings. No, I'm going to go with the Ravens.
I cannot.
I like Lamar Jackson. I just think the Ravens are going to play a better full game of football than the Vikings.
I agree. If the Vikings were home, I think I would go with the Vikings on this one. But since it's the Ravens home, I'm going to go with the Ravens on this one.
I'm going to have to join you guys on the Ravens pick. I just think I think they had a bye last week, so They're pretty well rested, pretty prepared. The Vikings, tough loss last week against a backup quarterback. So I'm going to go with the Ravens here.
All right. And then we got the Chargers facing off against the Eagles. Do we all have the Chargers?
Hold on, let me make sure.
I'm going with the Chargers, but I want to acknowledge that the Eagles proved us all wrong last week and dropped. What was it?
They did not prove us wrong. Those the
44.
It is the Lions, to be fair.
Last week.
I think it was more us just overhyping the Lions than it was.
Yeah.
I don't think
They
they're proving nothing wrong.
They did prove us wrong.
No.
Y'all thought the Lions had a chance of winning this game.
Yeah, because they had two good games or two decent games out of the year. We're like, all right, the Eagles still suck. We want it all to be different. I want the Lions to get a win, and I thought it was going to be against the Eagles.
Yes, no, the Eagles literally just didn't try. They threw the ball like 14 times and then just like ran it. The Eagles don't run for the whole year, and then the one game they decide to run the ball, they just drop like 40 points for no reason. It was stupid. And with no Miles Sanders too, so it's not like I get anything out of it in fantasy. But yeah, Ken, who you got?
Chargers. I got the Chargers.
All right, there we go.
Oh, God.
All right, where we at now? All right, so we got the Packers facing off against the Chiefs. No A-Rod. You see, if Aaron Rodgers was playing, I'd probably pick the Packers. But with him being out, I'm going to go with the Chiefs. Now, this is a lot different situation than that Devontae Adams one, because I remember I was like, I'm going to go with the Cardinals because the Packers don't have Devontae Adams. But missing Aaron Rodgers is definitely a bigger loss. I mean, let's be honest. Jordan Love, I'm not sure what we're going to get out of Jordan Love. I'm sure they're going to run the ball a lot, but even then, I think the Chiefs on offense, can do enough to be able to come out here and get this win.
I'm going to disagree. I'm still going to go with the Packers on this one. I think Jordan Love's going to come out, after getting all the criticism last year of, why did they pick him? They still have Aaron Rodgers. I think he's going to come out and have a good game. He still has the best wide receiver in the league. Still has Aaron Jones. They're going to run the ball down their throat. Patrick Mahomes hasn't been the Patrick Mahomes we've seen recently. So I'm still going with the Packers on this one.
Yeah, that's a really good pick. But, it's really hard for me to choose this Packers team with a quarterback that we have never seen at all. Like, it was like when Devontae Adams was like out with COVID before against the Cardinals. I think Justice and I chose the Cardinals. You chose the Packers.
Yep. Both of you did. I chose the Packers.
At least Aaron Rodgers was under center, so it made that makes more sense there. But Aaron Rodgers isn't under center this week, so I'm going to go with the Chiefs. I think they've been playing rough, and what a great time to play the Packers than when Aaron Rodgers is out. So I'm going to go with the Chiefs here.
Yeah. Ken, that could turn out to be a nice pick if the Packers win that.
Yeah, I think that I really think Jordan Love can have a decent game because we don't know what we're gonna get out of him, but the Chiefs' defense has been not the best, and if he just has a couple throws to Devontae Adams, and they can go for a touchdown. Hey, I think they can win.
Fair enough. And then we got the Cardinals against the Niners. The first matchup they had. I went with the Niners.
Before we start this pick, I want to mention that Kyle Murray is very questionable for the game.
Okay. I thought it was just questionable, but very questionable.
Well, he still hasn't practiced today.
Hasn't? I didn't know that.
Ankle wasn't even on the field at all today. So that's a big one.
Yeah, I do think he's going to end up playing. It's just going to be if he's 100% or not, like, while he's playing.
D-Hop is also questionable. He wasn't even on the field as well.
Oof. Yeah, they're quite banged up.
Two big players.
All right. To be honest, even if they were playing, I feel like I'd go with the Niners, man. I'm not lying. Like, I picked the Niners the first time they matched up. They lost. It was a good game, though. This time they got Jimmy G instead of Trey Lance. Not really saying that Jimmy G's a lot better than Trey Lance, but I do think in a matchup like this, he's going to be a lot smarter with the football, make the easy throws that they need to make. Their defense looked pretty trash against the Bears, I'm not going to lie. A lot of scrambling yards from, out of pocket plays from Justin Fields and stuff like that. I think they come here and they prevent that against Kyler Murray, who, his ankle's already messed up, so it's not like he's going to be doing as much running as he usually does. And they also picked up Charles Omenihu, I think that's his name, from the Texans. Solid D end. He's going to be like that DeForest Buckner replacement that the Niners needed. Yeah, the Niners, man. Give me the Niners.
That's a good pick. This is a really hard pick, and I do really want to go with the 49ers. But I'm going to go with the Cardinals. They're 7-1 for a reason. I think the 49ers, Jimmy G, former Patriot, he could have a good game or he could have a terrible game, or the Cardinals could just ball out. So, I just don't know what we're going to get. I just think the safe pick here is the Cardinals. So that's why I'm going to go with the safe pick.
The guy's on fire. Had 2 rushing touchdowns against the Bears. Killing it in fantasy.
Hey. Justice, I want to go with your favorite team, the 49ers, but I'm going with the Cardinals on this one. Even if Kyle Murray's out, hey, their backup is Colt McCoy. Colt McCoy over Jimmy G. I'll take Colt McCoy. I don't know who the hell he is, but
how do you even know that, dude? You just look it up.
I just looked it up.
No.
I'm going with the Cardinals on this one.
All right, I'm actually happy I'm the lone rider there because the Niners are going to win that game.
It's your favorite team. You should choose your favorite team.
Yeah, choose the official team. Is it?
Well, I'm also unbiased.
Yeah, come on. Because when the 49ers made the Super Bowl, 49ers.
Bro, I've been a Niners.
The Pats, you're like, Pats, I love the Pats.
No. All right, let's move on. We got the Titans facing off against the Rams. No Derrick Henry, unfortunately. He was making a very good MVP run. So it sucks to see injuries like that happen. I'm going to go with the Rams here. I mean, Derrick Henry does so much for that offense in just both the run game and the pass game. It just opens up Ryan Tannehill's options a lot more.
He was my MVP so far, but unfortunately he went down with the injury. I think he would have still won MVP if he could play all 17 games now they play?
Sure. If they would just stop sucking off quarterbacks.
I'm going to go with the Rams as well. If Julio Jones is having a Julio Jones year, and and not actually injured and questionable every other game and limited snaps, I would go with the Titans. But the Rams, they're good. Matt Stafford's good. Henderson Jr. is good. Cooper Kupp's good. They've been playing real good this year. So Rams on this one.
And the Von Miller edition.
Oh, I completely forgot about that. And Von Miller. That's a good pickup. Even though he's a little older, he's not the Broncos Von Miller, but still a good pickup.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Rams as well. I just think Derrick Henry is such a big loss, and the Titans need. I mean, they could manage to change the game plan around, but I mean, it's so hard to change your entire plan without your star player, and I just think the Rams just get better and better every single week. Adding Von Miller, I don't care if it's not the Super Bowl Von Miller, but it's still just a name on the field you have to worry about, and it's just whether or not Ryan Tannehill is going to get shaken by those guys or what. So I just think the Rams are going to be too much to handle for the Titans.
Yep.
And then we move to the Monday night matchup. We got the Bears facing off against the Steelers.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, it's a tough one here because, you got 2 very good defensive teams, both questionable on offense, love to run the ball. Rookie
it's very
quarterback.
Low scoring game.
Very low scoring, yep. Rookie quarterback going into Pittsburgh it's not easy. It's not easy.
No.
Ben Roethlisberger definitely has the experience over him. Do I think he's a lot better than Justin Fields? No,
he's
not
awful
really.
This year.
But I'm going to trust in the Steelers and Najee Harris to just keep the ball, control the game, and just be more consistent on their drives. But I could see the Bears coming out here and getting a win as well. So it's tough.
Yeah, this was another tough one for me. It was hard because Big Ben has been awful this year. It hasn't been good. I really want to go with the home team on this one, but I'm going to go with with the Bears. I'm gonna go with Justin Fields on
I
this
like
one
that.
because
I like that.
I feel like they can. Because going to Pittsburgh is hard, and winning on the road is hard. But I'm gonna go with Justin Fields on this one because I feel like I'm gonna be the lone rider on this one. And Shazy actually goes with the Bears, and I just want to be different. So let's go with the Bears.
He looked good against the Niners as well. Justin Fields.
Yes,
A lot of his plays were off of broken plays. Like that rushing touchdown he had was definitely off of a broken play. But he was still able to move around. They're better off without Matt Nagy. The one game Matt Nagy doesn't coach, Justin Fields actually has a good game. So it's crazy.
I thought after that game they were gonna can Matt Nagy.
They should have done that like 2 years ago, back when they had Trubisky.
Literally, because he played real good. He had a really good game, and if the Steelers defense comes out shaky, hey, I think they can win. I think the Bears can win.
All right, Shazy, we'll let you go.
I'm gonna go with the Steelers. I have not really chose the Bears since Justin Fields has started. I don't believe to my memory, but I'm gonna go with the Steelers.
But you believe
here.
Mac Jones?
Yeah, Mac Jones is my guy. He gets the job done. He's gonna
does
get
the
3
job
wins in a
done.
row this week.
Hey, Justice. I bet you if Justin Fields was a Patriot.
Absolutely, yes. I wanted Justin Fields over Mac Jones at first.
Yeah, but I bet you if he was a Patriot.
But I'm totally okay with Mac Jones. But I think the Steelers. This is just a gut game for me. Like it could really go either way. But the Bears, Justin Fields could be a little shaky, but he did play well. But Khalil Mack is, I think, going to be out again. Maybe I'm looking at questionable.
Yeah, it says questionable.
Practice.
Right? Him and
that's just like an injury report over here. He got a re-injury.
Yeah, but Big Ben, regardless of whether he can throw the ball or not, he's still a veteran. He knows the game like every other veteran does, and I think they'll get the job done enough. And the Steelers defense just has to play consistent to stop the Bears offense, I think. So that's why I'm going with the Steelers for sure.
Yeah, Bears have more injuries than I thought. Like Eddie Jackson, that's a big name player. Ogletree, he's pretty good. Damian Williams, so.
Hey, it's okay.
Don't go. All right, so Shazy did pick the Steelers, but you can't see on the screen. This ad's pissing me off. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, so the first tab here, these are my picks for this week. Only 4 away teams. That really? Kind of scares me a little bit. But
4 away teams?
Yeah, only 4 away teams. So I'm a little bit shook on that one.
I think 7. Wow, I think I'm half and half.
Oh really? All right. Well, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Anything happens,
Yeah.
We got Shazy here on the second tab, and then we got Ken over here on the final one because it's the worst one out of all of them. We will catch you guys back for the week. What do you want?
Last week, but guess what? You had the same amount of losses as me, or you were whatever.
All right, fair enough. Who's the leader though? Who's still the leader? Who's on top?
Yeah, and who's on the bottom? Yup.
Shabazz. All right.
What is it? 2 games?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Consequences coming your way. Hey.
Yep. So far, that's
this
what
week can
like.
change it though, because I have a lot of different. Because I think I'm lone rider on 3 picks. Or 2. I know the Bears.
The Browns won.
Bears, Browns, and I think there's one more, isn't there?
The Packers won.
Was it the Falcons?
No, I got the Falcons.
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah, you got like 3 or 4. Anyways, let me end this video, y'all. All right, this was the end of the Week 9 predictions. You'll see us back next week for Week 10. Hopefully, we'll get this video out a little bit sooner. Sub to the channel if you are not subscribed. Leave a like on this video and click that notification bell if you have not. And peace!